And exhale out of the nose or mouth again. And one more. Now imagine that life force, that chi that's in your belly area. It's right there around the second chakra, just probably an inch below the belly button, maybe, not quite. See that ball of energy growing and expanding until it's out into your energy field. Just see it going out, moving out to the 7th level, the 15th level of energy, just expanding in that field. And then see that ball of energy moving down into Mother Earth. You're going to go through crust, through magma, through crust, through crystals, and right into the core of Mother Earth. It's like a diamond. It's so beautiful there. You may even see Mother Earth herself, or a garden in a huge green crystal, animals and plants. It's serene and peaceful there. And then you let that blue energy of the earth move up into your heart chakra. And when you feel grounded and protected, then you're going to send that energy up, all the way up to the Christ consciousness, to God, to the Creator, to the universal energy, whatever you call it, and let it connect. And you'll normally feel like a rush when you connect. You're going to bring it down and ask your higher self to come in. Oh, I missed a step, sorry. You're going to allow the gold, this beautiful liquid gold, to pour down from heaven, from above, from the Creator, from the Christ consciousness, into your crown and flow all the way to the heart. You take the blue and the gold and you mix it together into the heart, into green, and have it expand. Let that healing energy expand from the heart, going out to touch all that you come in contact with today. And you call in your higher self. Take Mother Earth, the Christ consciousness, your higher self, mix them together, and expand out. Ask the angels or your guides to connect with you and to connect you to the universal energy, the Christ consciousness, the collective consciousness, to all there is, and to be blessed with messages from guidance and your angels. And then be open to listening to that. It's called our intuition. So to demonstrate, I take my cards, and you've got that heavy negative energy that sometimes can get in there from either sitting around or from readings that you're doing for yourself or others. You knock it out. I mean, you got to be tough. 1, 2, 3, out. Blow on the corners to get rid of all the residue. Then 3 times I wave the white light around it, thanking the angels and the guides with gratitude for filling these cards with light messages and to bring blessings to all they come in contact with and to help those that are seeking answers. So let's just do a hypothetical question today. Say, I want to work on getting along better with others. So I'm going to shuffle the deck and I'm going to think about that. How can I get along better with others? Now, this deck has many different card readings. Today I'm just going to do a 3-card. So I kind of listen, and at some point, guidance tells me to stop. And then I usually hear take the top 3 cards. I got White Buffalo, which I often get. Sacred Mountain. And Prayer Feathers. And I don't think you can see from here, but in my backyard I have a prayer feather tree. And I'll take you to see it as soon as we're done. The cards. So then, reading further into these, because you look at them and you're like, okay, I have a white buffalo, a sacred mountain, and a prayer feather. How is that going to help me get along better with others? Well, then we go into this little book, and it usually will explain in depth if I'm not getting messages. I just listen to this. So here's the page for white buffalo. Abundance and security are flowing into your life. All things are possible. Balance and harmony prevail. You may be called upon to stand up for others, but you can do this because you have the support of many beings in the spirit realm. And I feel supported. I feel like I have that support from many, many beings, especially the spirit realm. So my native spirit wants me to know, in Native American traditions, there are prophecies about the coming of the white buffalo, especially among the Lakota, Dakota, and Nakota, or the Sioux. There's a legend that white buffalo calf woman, a mystical being, came to the people a very long time ago when they were out of balance. So right there's a clue. I'm out of balance. I'm out of balance with myself within, with that light and dark, the yin-yang of our being. She gifted the people with a sacred bundle containing the white buffalo calf pipe to help restore the balance. Upon leaving, the white buffalo calf woman prophesies that she will return at the end of an age, and that she will appear as a white buffalo calf. In recent times, white buffalo calves have been born, leading many to believe that this is the beginning of a new time. When this card chooses you, it's an honor, for it speaks of a time of miracles and balance in all things. You are a channel for the greater forces of the universe. With their help, all is possible, but without it, things can be a struggle. Surrender to support from the Great Spirit. You do not have to do everything alone. Yeah, I don't feel very in tune with others on earth. So many people are so far out of balance, and it's hard for me to deal with. And so lately I've been isolating myself, but I need to learn there are other people that have just as important things to do on earth as I do, if not maybe more important, and that working with them. And you know, I was at Standing Rock, and I saw this in action. There were all the tribes. There were, I think, 7,000 people there when I was there, and maybe 600 tribes or so. And everybody was working together. Of course, behind the scenes there was drama here and there, but in general, all the people came together as a rainbow nation, all colors, all creeds, all walks of life. And everything was free, and we all had a job. We pitched in wherever we could and got things done for the day. That is the future. That was history in the making, because that is the future. Working together, letting go of anger and this me. And we've been so conditioned to live like that we live in fear that we might lose what we have. And I'm sure that's the issue I'm having with others. So here's a good message for me. And then this deck gives you what you can do, called the journey. Shapeshift into the white buffalo, and the energy this card brings will multiply tenfold. Imagine that you can feel the power in your muscles and the fecund earth beneath your hooves. Feel the weight of your horns and the warmth of your hide. This calls the deeper energies of white buffalo into your life. So that was a very good message for me. And then we go to Sacred Mountain. There are a lot of S's. Sacred Mountain. Remember this one. And I don't know if you wanted to see white buffalo again. It's a powerful card. I think I'm going to keep it on my kitchen table where I can see it all day. So the Sacred Mountain card meaning: be still and take the time to move into the silent place within yourself. Locate your internal source of power. Meditate. Wait. Do not move forward until it feels right. Surrender to stillness. Do not take action. If you observe rather than react, you claim your power. Yeah, I've been reacting to a lot of things around me. Instead of just taking a breath, I get so upset that I'm being disturbed by others. I'm not taking that moment to breathe, to think, or to ask the angels, what is my next move? No. I'm just getting up and letting things go out of my mouth instead of filter through my heart before they come out of my mouth, which is the way we all should live. Thought, filter, then let it go, verbally or otherwise. So my native spirit wants me to know, from the vantage point of the sacred mountain, your power grows. In silence you'll find your sacred witness. It is the dwelling place of your soul. In peace, seek and discover your truth. Move past the bustle and clatter of life into sweet quietude. If you're in pain, don't lash out. Go into it until you find the source so that it can be healed. Resist the temptation to indulge in feelings of stress, urgency, and emergency. Your power is born. I'm sorry, I'm not sure that my video is still going, so I was checking. Your power is born in silence. This peace gives birth to your serenity. Seek solitude to listen to the voice of your higher self and awaken your inner wisdom. And the journey with this card is travel to the peaks of hollowed mountains, and if you can't do this in person, travel in your meditation. Imagine yourself atop a high peak. You can see the world in all directions. Give thanks and offerings to mountains whenever you encounter them. The spirit of the mountain will deeply appreciate your gift. And then the prayer feather is the last one. So we go to the peas. Here's a beautiful prayer feather. Okay. Love is flowing to you and through you, no matter what an individual is saying or doing. Love him or her anyway. Gather your inner forces, silently and secretly love deeply and fully, with every ounce of your being. Even if someone isn't fulfilling your expectations, it's easy to love people when they're acting wonderfully. The true challenge is to love them when they aren't. Feathers in native cultures often represent a connection with the Creator. Birds often symbolize messages between the two-leggeds, the humans and spirit. This is your time to love and be loved. The love that you send out into the world comes back to you 100-fold. There are times when the small concerns of everyday life need to drop away and be replaced by the majesty of your being. This is that time. Prayer feathers are decorated feathers that can be used for many purposes. In some traditions, prayers are placed into the feather. You can hold it to your heart or between your hands as you focus on your prayer, and then tie it onto a bush so when the wind blows, it carries the prayers to the Creator. Another kind of prayer feather is a decorated feather or a decorated bundle. I'm sorry, our Fermi sirens are going off. On Wednesdays, they test them. Maybe they're just yahooing to this little lesson, huh? So, another kind of prayer feather is a decorated feather or a decorated bundle of feathers that are used for smudging or sacred smoke ceremonies. The smoke is to cleanse the space as well as carry your prayers upward. Note here, you're not burning the feathers, you're using them to smudge, get the smoke. In the journey, for a day, love each person you encounter. Imagine a golden ray of light from the center of your heart radiating to the center of the heart of that individual. Notice how great you feel by the end of the day. So yeah, these were great cards, and that is, I'm having issues with a lot of people. One is my best friend. I'm no longer speaking to her, which I know. Oh, you angels have issues too? Yes, we do. So I'm going to show you my prayer feather tree before signing off. It's been a bit windy, so the feathers are a little tangled.